A very good morning, my dear friends. I hope you're all having a wonderful Sunday out there. Over the last week, we spoke more about a sense of belonging and why feeling that was important to be more accepting of yourself and the personality and talents that God has gifted you. Now, this week, we are going to be talking very extensively about overcoming temptation. Now, as we're talking about temptation, of course, we must talk about the temptation of Jesus during his 40 days of fasting in the desert. As you all know, the devil appears to Jesus and tempts him in three ways. The first is by the pleasure of the flesh, wherein the devil asks Jesus to turn stones into bread. Second is through the desire to possess the glory of all the wealth and power of this world. And the final one was by pride of exalting himself by performing a miracle which everybody would witness. And Jesus, through his response, shows us the three easy ways to overcome these temptations. Fasting to overcome the desire of the flesh, almsgiving to overcome the desire to possess all the wealth and power of this world, and finally, prayer to overcome the temptation of pride, so that we may humbly acknowledge we are broken and sinful beings who need the help of our Heavenly Father to live Christ-like lives in our time on earth. Fasting, almsgiving, and prayer is the holy trifecta of solutions that will help us overcome temptation. Dear friends, some of you may have noticed as the period of Lent comes close, just before our time of Good Friday and Easter, many of your family and friends may have asked you, why should you give up meat? What difference is that going to make? Isn't it enough if we just live as good human beings? Don't you think God will be happy with that? The reason these dear people tend to speak like this is because they just see fasting and abstinence just a way of giving up meat or sweets, and they don't really feel that it's a big deal. But fasting and abstinence in reality is so much more than just giving up meats or sweets at that time. It is a time where you are showing the devil that it is not your desires who are the master of you. It is the one holy, true Heavenly Father who is your master. You are showing the devil that with the help of our Heavenly Father, you are able to overcome any desire of the flesh or desire of possession or pride in your life. However, dear friends, many times in our life, we may be fallen. We may be like a lost sheep who has succumbed to our temptation and is lost because of our inability to overcome these temptations. The only thing you need to remember is that the Good Shepherd is here for you. He is willing to leave behind 99 other sheep just to come in search of you. He has promised you, be not afraid. I go before you always. Come follow me, and I will give you rest.